Hello, it's February 5th, 2014. I'm over at Lunatic Outpost, and there's a thread that is headlined Wayne Madsen reports star whackers responsible for Hoffman's death. They're talking about the death of Philip Seymour Hoffman, who just recently was found dead, and they're saying it was a drug overdose. Now, star whacking was brought to light by actor Randy Quaid, I believe in 2010, and in 2012 it was confirmed by veteran promoter Leonard Rowe. We'll get to that later on in this thread, along with what star whacking is. The death from a reported drug overdose of 46-year-old actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, a day after a satirical website reported a hoax death of the Oscar-winning actor from the same cause, has raised eyebrows among Hollywood insiders who have questioned the official stories surrounding the deaths of a number of Tinseltown celebrities. On February 2nd, Hoffman's body was found on the bathroom floor of his Greenwich Village apartment after he failed to pick up his three young children from the home of his longtime partner, Mimi O'Donnell, with whom he had recently separated. A website known as Media Mass reported on February 1st that Hoffman had died from a drug overdose, a claim that resulted in immediate denials from Hoffman's publicity agents. Hoffman is said to have had an addiction to heroin but kicked his drug habit some 22 years ago. However, police reportedly discovered bags of heroin in Hoffman's apartment following the actor's death. On July 16, 2012, WMR reported that Leonard Rowe, the veteran promoter of such African-American entertainers as Michael Jackson, his sister Janet Jackson, and Toni Braxton, confirmed actor Randy Quaid's allegation that Hollywood celebrities were falling victim to star whackers, who were described by Quaid as criminal lawyers, agents, and financial advisors who were grabbing the royalties, intellectual property assets, and profits from stars after their deaths, which were murders disguised as drug overdoses and suicides. In answer to WMR's question about Quaid's charge that a number of Hollywood stars have fallen victim to star whackers, Rowe replied, "Randy Quaid is 100% correct." Quaid, who has received political asylum in Canada, charged that Michael Jackson, Chris Penn, Heath Ledger, and David Carradine all fell victim to murder in order that their assets be seized. Rowe adds Whitney Houston, as well as Peter Lopez, the entertainment attorney for Jackson, to the list. Houston was found drowned in a hotel bathtub, while Lopez reportedly shot himself at his California home. Quaid and his wife fled to Canada after he charged that his lawyer, agent, and other criminal racketeering elements in Los Angeles attempted to ruin him financially and tried to send him to prison for failure to pay debts, which Quaid said were fraudulent claims. There's a YouTube associated with that. That video will be shown underneath of this one in the article linked in this video details. Last July, Glee star Corey Monteith's body was found in Vancouver's Pacific Rim Hotel. British Columbia authorities concluded Monteith had died from a heroin and alcohol overdose. On November 5, 2010, WMR reported that Jackson, Penn, and Ledger all died of drug cocktails of prescription drugs leading to cardiac arrest. The cardiologist who is related to these cases is Conrad Murray, a police cardiologist who was also Michael Jackson's personal physician at the time of his death. Jackson allegedly died from an overdose of prescription drugs, and the Los Angeles Police Department originally treated the singer's death as a homicide. Quaid also believes that actor Robert Blake was set up in the murder of his wife Bonnie Lee Blake. In 2005, Blake was found not guilty of murdering his wife or of soliciting assistance in her murder. However, Blake was later found civilly liable for his wife's death. WMR's report also stated that there are also suspicions about the 1999 death of director Stanley Kubrick, who died from a reported heart attack in England just 4 days after he attended a screening of his last movie, Eyes Wide Shut, with his family and Warner Brothers executives. The movie is about a semi-religious sexual cult that features ritualistic secret orgies attended by members of the New York City wealthy elite who engage in human sacrifices. Hoffman's sudden death, which mirrors that of other Hollywood deaths, has added to the suspicion that Quaid's charges have always contained a ring of truth. There will also be a link to the original Wayne Madsen report. So you can decide for yourself. There does seem to be a lot of deaths by drugs. Is that something that just happens to a lot of people with too much money and don't know what to do with it? You know, they're in Hollywood, they're famous. There's been a lot of drug habits, we know, but this is quite a few deaths, and Randy Quaid has been in the business for quite a while. So you decide. I'll leave a link to the Lunatic Outpost thread as well. Thank you.